Blog Talk Radio.
Oh, it's time to get real. Oh, yeah. It's a new experience. RealitySpirituality. Yeah, keep your ears open for this one, man. RealitySpirituality. You got a question for RLN? RealitySpirituality. Yeah, it's time to get some answers, baby. RealitySpirituality. Oh, now we get real. Yeah, it's time to get down. Yeah, you gonna feel good now. Real good. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Time to get real.
Let's get real. Let's get real. It's Reality Spirituality, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. My name is Rebecca Lynn Norrington, and I welcome you to the show. Wow, what a great week we're having. Just coming off of last week, speaking at Fort Mason at the Live an Extraordinary Life Conference, meeting new people, meeting new friends, meeting new contacts. I love going out into the world, meeting like energy, people that are searching, people just like me, searching for answers, seeking answers, and that is what this show, that is what Reality Spirituality is all about. Answers, solutions to our everyday challenges, our everyday issues, whether it be relationships, whether it be financial, whether it be career, personal growth, spiritual growth. This show, Reality Spirituality, shares with you, my dear listener, my dear wonderful energies, how to have a happy journey. You know, my favorite quote is, you cannot have a happy ending to an unhappy journey. So Reality Spirituality, this show is about the journey, dissecting our every moment-by-moment experiences, staying connected, living connected to the universe, knowing the truth, knowing our truth, and finding and discovering and living with this internal knowing, with this internal foundation of contentment, of peace, of surrendering, of not resisting what is happening. Resist nothing. Now that's a tall order. But that is the key to living and staying at peace and being happy and being content. And when I say happy, of course, I'm talking about this internal feeling. Some say joy. It doesn't matter. It's a feeling ongoing that never leaves you because you're connected. You live connected to the universe. We're going to have a great show. The topic today is our thoughts. And we're going to also answer some calls. We have a few people in the queue that want to speak with me, and I love my audience. But I wanted to just give you a little bit of information about the topic, which is thoughts. This week, for whatever reason, maybe it's the full moon, there's so many things going on inside of my head and so many people that I've needed to connect with, can't connect for whatever reason, missed phone calls, no calls back. It doesn't matter. But I probably have 10 different scenarios, 10 different issues that I need to resolve before I get on a plane tomorrow to visit my mother. And guess what? All 10 all 10 issues, all 10 things that are up in the air have not been resolved, and I'm leaving tomorrow. So, of course, my mind, my thoughts are racing. Well, they didn't call me back. Oh, they're supposed to. Oh, the contract, that's what the contract says. Oh, are you kidding me? So what I do when I'm stuck, what I do when I feel a disconnection, what I do when I focus, when I'm focusing on, okay, let's say this, what I believe is what's wrong as opposed to focusing on what's right, I have to really sit quietly and I ask the universe for assistance. And I ask the universe for help. And I got an answer. I got an answer yesterday evening. And my question was, why am I thinking all of these thoughts that and you know what? I titled it A State of Unrest. There were so many thoughts going on in my head, so many things that I needed to do, so many contacts, so many people that needed to talk to me, so many ends that weren't tied up. I was in a state of unrest. And it was really uncomfortable. Well, at least that's what I labeled it. And then the universe gave me the answer last night. And the answer was, Rebecca, whatever is happening, even all of these thoughts that keep streaming in and out nonstop, it's all good. And I said, well, how can that be all good? It doesn't feel good. I don't feel at peace. Well, Rebecca, you don't feel at peace because you think there's something wrong. Yeah, that's true. What if, and this is what the universe always does, they always give me an example. They always give me an analogy. So animals out in the wild, sometimes they get in a state of unrest or nervousness or whatever you want to label it, but it's an anxious state that they're moving. And the universe said that this is good because could be change in weather. Maybe they need to seek shelter. Could be that there is one of their animal friends that uses them as a meal, so they're on alert. But whatever state that I am in, and I'm going to throw in a little bit of irritation, I'm going to throw in a little, whatever state, whatever emotion that I am experiencing, there is a good reason for it. And the universe told me, shared with me, that I am being prepared. That I am being prepared. Who knows? I don't have no idea for what. But they're getting me in a heightened state in preparation for fill in the blank. I have no clue. But I was again reminded that whatever I'm experiencing, there is a reason for it. And my job, my only job, is to place or to create a perspective, and to own a perspective that it's all good, that there is a reason. I don't know about you, my dear audience, but I am uncomfortable, or there's a feeling of uncomfortability. Is uncomfortability a word? There is a feeling of being uncomfortable, especially when I'm going through this growth spurt. But again, I use the word uncomfortable, and that's my label. I could use another word. Instead of saying uncomfortable, I could say a morphing or an evolving. I can use another word that can give me that can add or give me another way of thinking about the same feeling. I don't have to say I'm uncomfortable. I could just say I'm going through a growth spurt. I don't have to say I'm in a state of unrest. I could just say I'm in a state of high alert. High alert. So that's what I wanted to share with you, and we're going to go to a caller right now. We have a few people that want to speak with me, and we're going to talk more about our thoughts. But let's go to area code 703. You are live on Reality Spirituality. What is your first name, and welcome to the show?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Eric calling, and I'm just curious if you have any thing notable that you think might be coming down the pike for me.
Well, Eric, let me ask you a few questions.
Sure.
What's going on in your life?
Well, I am kind of concerned about my mother. She has some health issues, and I am also just looking to have some change in my life.
Okay. Well, listen, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was
going to
say no. Go ahead.
Okay. There are certain goals, that I'm trying to pursue also, and it's just taking a long time in let's see, basically manifesting.
Okay. Perfect. Let's go step by step. Let's talk about Mom first, because that's what you started with. So I like to go in order. Excuse me. Hold on just a second. A little bit of water here. Hold on.
No problem.
So let's start with Mom. And what kind of, if you would like to share, what kind of health issue? First of all, how old is Mom?
It's 70, I think 71.
Okay, so she's still relatively a youngster.
Yes, I would hope so.
Yes, of course, because my mother is 85. So
okay.
your mom is a spring chick. So let's say this, and I can really relate to what you're saying. My mother has numerous health issues. But let me start along with pacemaker, along with kidney failure, along with losing sensitivity in her feet, ongoing diabetes, and also just mentally. So I want to let you know that I am understanding exactly what you're going through. But on that note, one of the things that I know for a fact, one of the things that I know that is true, and let me ask you if you believe the same thing, that we all have our individual journey, we all have our individual life to live out, and that includes health, sickness, financial issues, that includes all of it. And so we all have this life to experience, and also your mother. Now, I have to say that, do you think that you are, because one of the things I can feel from you is that you want to be as helpful, and you want to be as present, and you want to be as supportive and as loving as possible while she's going through this, correct?
Right. And I'm also looking for improvement, for a miracle, so to speak. I think we all are.
Okay, well, let me say this. The universe has their own plan, and regardless, I'm just going to speak for myself, regardless of what I want, the universe has their own plan. And the only thing I can do at this point is to accept whatever that plan is and support my mother in as much as possible. And this is what I mean. Do you think that energy of not your energy, but energy of worrying or energy of wanting something different is helpful?
No, worrying certainly is not.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to make things. It's not going to make things better. No.
Mm-hmm. Is there a way that you can support your mother through whatever happens? Because what if what we want doesn't happen? This shows reality, spirituality, and so what if what we want doesn't happen or isn't happening? Then what?
Are you speaking health-wise?
Yes.
Or are you speaking other goals?
I'm speaking of your mother's health right now.
Well, it's. I mean, I will always be there. That's a given.
Mhm. And how are you going to show up? Are you going to show up with? In other words, what? And this is my question. What do you have to offer your mother, regardless of what is happening with her health? What energy are you offering her? That's my question. Let me help you with this. In fact, I'm going to go visit my mother tomorrow.
Okay.
And yeah, and she is putting together her last will. She's I'm signing documents, and she's having this feeling that she's not going to be around for a long time. That's just the truth. And so when I go to visit, my intention is to be not accepting of, and I'm not talking about accepting her fate. That's not what I mean. Just accepting the circumstances and live in the moment, and in other words, hold her hand through all of it, whatever happens.
Mm-hmm. That's what I try to do. Sure.
And does your mother feel better when you're in her presence?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I'm pretty much the only one. She has some friends, but she's lost her ability to speak, and there's other things that seem to be occurring too. So, and I'm just talking about the most, if you want to say, the most prevalent problem. There are other problems too, but that's the most that's the toughest one. So her ability to communicate is basically shot, and it hasn't improved for the last several years. And then I'm seeing other signs of slowing down and everything. So
you're experiencing her. You're experiencing whatever you're experiencing from her, but you said something that's really important. You said something that is really, really, I want you to hold on to. You said that when you are in her presence, she feels better.
Yes, of course.
And so that's all we can do.
That's true.
and when I say that's all you can do is just, when I say that, is just bring because I'm feeling an energy from you, and it's an energy of seriousness, very serious, and very, very. I'm just going to leave it with that word.
Okay.
Like everything is serious. Your mother's condition is serious. Your life, your goals, manifesting, not manifesting, all of this is serious. Am I on cue?
Yes, I do have a very serious side, a very determined side, but I also, though probably not as much lately, I also have a playful side to me. But it's true, I do see things as more of a problem than an experience.
I feel that from you. Your energy is very, 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 very serious. And so let me say this. We all are, we're all energy, and we all attract exactly what we give out. Our vibration, whatever our vibration is exactly what we're going to be attracting. So you're this serious energy, and you said that you're seeing things as a problem. I would like you to be. It's not that listen. My suggestion is to really lighten up with all of this. I know it's easy to say, but I want you to really get that the seriousness, the serious side, the serious energy is not serving you at all.
I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and look at just that laugh that you just did. Now you're even lighter. So
true.
We, myself included, I'm responsible for whatever energy I'm giving out. And that's one of the reasons why I asked you about your mother, when you're in the presence, when you're in your mother's presence, how does she feel? Because if you go in there with this serious energy, she's going to also feel that serious energy. So let's get back to you, because it's all about you, my dear Eric. And because the reason why I'm saying this is because I, too, used to be a serious aholic. I mean, everything was serious. And what I found was that doesn't work. It doesn't work in the universe. It doesn't work for my peace or contentment. It doesn't work for wanting to be happy. It doesn't work for anything. It really doesn't work. It actually is the opposite of what I want to feel. It's the opposite of what I want to experience.
That makes a lot of sense. Yep.
So what are we going to do? Let's come, because one of the things, it's not a problem. We have solutions. So how are we going to get my dear Eric, my dear wonderful, wonderful young man, to start thinking that, okay, this is an experience and it's not that serious? How are we going to do that?
The first is to shift your attitude.
And what does that mean specifically? How are you going to shift your attitude?
Don't worry, be happy.
Ah! Wow, that's a blast from the past. Have you heard that new song by Pharrell Williams that's out right now, Be Happy?
I might have on TV. I don't. That sounds familiar.
Well, when we get off the line, I would like you to go to YouTube. Of course, listen to the whole show. Of course, don't hang up. Listen to the show. Go to YouTube and search "Happy" by Pharrell Williams, and his first name is spelled with PH, Pharrell, PHARRELL. Anyway, "Happy" by Pharrell. And when you listen to that song and you watch that video, there is no way that you are going to feel serious after or during that song. So that's one of your assignments.
Okay, I will do it.
Yeah,
bookmarked.
And you know what? And all it is, one of the things that I also know about you, and this is a gift. This is a gift that you have. You are very self-aware. Self-aware, meaning, well, it's you don't have to explain it. But when I say that is a gift, because not everybody is self-aware. Some people go through life without any awareness of what's going on inside of them. And just the fact that you said, yes, I'm more on the serious side, lets me know, I knew it before, but lets me confirms that you are self-aware. And when you are self-aware, you can make changes.
That's true.
And the other thing I would like to share with you is, please, and I'm raising my right hand because I am relating. Listen, I'm not up here no different than you, my dear, no different. I am relating. I was a serious aholic. Not only was I a serious aholic, but I was, this is it. This is what you talked about earlier. Very, very, very impatient. Because you can't be serious and patient at the same time. Impatience and seriousness goes together hand in hand. I mean, they're cousins. They're related.
That's true. But then I've been patient for years is what I'm saying.
Okay, so you're putting a time limit on what the universe. You're telling the universe, okay, universe, it's been enough time.
Exactly, for pretty much everything. Yes, even the goals I've been working towards. Things have been taking much longer than anticipated. Yeah.
Okay. See, this is perfect. This is why you're perfect for this. Much longer than anticipated. Let me share something with you. And this is going to sound like blasphemy.
Okay.
But I don't have any more goals.
So
let me strike that. I don't have any goals that I need to accomplish. Let me just say that. Other than, this is my goal. My goals are to live more connected to the universe in every day. My goal is to be the example of the universe in everything I say, do, and think about. My goal is to not resist reality. My goal is to lighten up and enjoy this ride. My goal is to have an energy of acceptance and love and support for everyone, including myself. My goal is to look in the mirror and like what I see. My goal is to accept in whatever form the universe brings this day. Goal to have a television show? Yeah. Goal to have a radio show on terrestrial radio? Yeah. No more. No more of those. So that's me. Now you can either take it or not, but I've given up. I've given up the goals of this earth, man-made goals, let's say that. Because there's a big difference between man-made goals and universal goals. And I've given up on man-made goals. And the reason why is because it's too damn hard. It's too much of a struggle. I get too disappointed. I have expectations. And it doesn't make me happy. What do you think about them apples?
Tend to limit. You're absolutely right.
You know what? I like you, Eric. You know why?
That's good.
Yeah. So let's kind of, you said something earlier that was really, really important too. You said shift. So let's just shift our goals. Maybe our goal can be to let's be lighter. Let's be less serious. Let's be more, let's just start flowing more. Let's start relaxing more. What do you think?
Life would be easier that way. Certainly.
Ooh.
It would lighten the load.
Ooh. So you want easy or you want struggle?
Well, weren't we put here on this earth to struggle and to learn?
No.
I had to say that.
No, that's a good one. Thank you for testing me. No.
Well, my father always said, he was something like no pain, no gain, and things like that. So he believed in working hard.
No. Well, that might work for if you're going to be a bodybuilder. I mean, other than that, if you want to be a bodybuilder, yes, because I teach aerobics. I've been teaching 35 years. Yes, of course, if you want to get to another level in muscle strength, yeah, you got to challenge yourself. But we're not talking about. Are we talking about being a bodybuilder, Eric?
Far from it.
Thank you. So no struggling. See, that's the thing. And let me say this, because I was the same. I used to think that if I didn't do anything, if I didn't accomplish anything, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if I sat around, I was lazy. If I sat around, I procrastinating. And then what I discovered, my dear Eric, is I don't have to do anything other than what I'm inspired to do. There's nothing that I should do. There's only what I'm inspired to do. And I don't know about you, but I was tired of struggling. I was tired of struggling, and I was tired of hard work. I don't want hard work. Do you see anything in the universe that do fish have to struggle to swim? Do birds have to struggle to fly? Huh?
Salmon do.
Oh, you know.
When it's mating season, the salmon have to swim upstream. Yeah.
Well, they do swim upstream, but they're doing it for a great reward, though, aren't they, honey?
Of course.
There you go.
Yeah, but they have a goal.
Well, they're doing it because of their instinct.
Oh, of course.
They're doing it because it's what they're inspired to do. They're not doing it because they sat down, a day or a week or a year ago and say, well, let's see, in 6 months from now, I've got to swim upstream. Yeah, they're in the moment. They're doing what's in the moment.
That's true. Most animals, I think pretty much all live in the moment. You're absolutely right.
And guess what?
And we humans don't.
Guess what?
Some of us do, but not many.
Guess what?
Guess
You're an
what?
animal.
Yes.
And so that is our we're supposed to be living in the moment, but I'm going to speak for myself. I was taught not to. I don't remember my mother and father, live in the moment, Rebecca, live in the moment. No, I was taught to live in the past and live in the future. Live in the past, live in the future. And both of those things, the past and the future, aren't even real. They don't exist in the moment.
I've always been told about the past and about the future. You're so right.
Yeah.
Seem to instill that.
Yes. So let me say this. Anytime I'm feeling bad, feeling out of sync or feeling not in the moment, guess where my head is? My head is either in the future or in the past.
That's an interesting thought there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless your sinuses are clogged, then you're in the moment, but you still can't think straight.
See, let's look at you. Okay, so now I know, one thing I know about you is you like to make people laugh.
Yes, I'm working on that.
Yeah. No, you're a natural. You're a natural. You're a jokester. I'm a jokester too. Yeah. So let's. This is my suggestion. You can either take it or leave it. But let's start having different goals. Let's shift our goals today. All the goals that you had, all of the things that and I'm going to leave you with this one thing because we have other callers, but
sure,
I want to leave you
problem.
I want to leave you with this other thing too, Eric. Shifting your goals, whatever your goals were. I know you came on saying that manifesting. You said, "What do you see for me? What do you see for me?" Well, this is what I see for you. I see that today you've had an energy shift, and your thoughts are different, and your way of looking at life is different, and that started today. That started in this conversation. One of my examples is you have an award. In other words, you and I, we planted the seed now. So the serious Eric is going to be. We can't eliminate him, but we can recognize. We don't want to eliminate him because he's not a bad guy. He's still a good guy, but we want to realize that sometimes the seriousness doesn't do us any good. And let's lighten up. It's really not that serious. So we planted that seed. And the other seed is we have an award-winning rose bush, And we plant the seed and we water it and we fertilize it and we watch it grow. And it's going to grow into this beautiful, beautiful, like I said, award-winning. But we don't stand over it and yell at it and say, hurry up and grow, hurry up and bloom, hurry up.
Miracle grew.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Let's start enjoying this life. Let's start relaxing with it. And let's start looking at goals in a different way. All of those goals that you have, let's throw them out. And let's make a goal of feeling lighter and feeling more relaxed and breathing and looking in the mirror, and let's start smiling more. That's your goal. Smile more.
Well, you've changed my goals, but I think those are good goals.
Yeah, and I want you to call back and listen to the show all the time. I really do, because you, like I said before, self-aware. It's just you know what it is? For me, when I make different shifts, it's only a different perspective. So now you have different perspectives about this life, about your journey, about what you want.
And I have actually started to a little bit, I don't want to say give up, but let go of my hard set timelines or deadlines that I had for my goals.
Get rid of them.
Begun to loosen that.
Get rid of them.
Just a little, but just like you said earlier, you said if you don't do anything Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then it comes Monday and it's time for work again. You wonder. I do get upset at myself for not having done anything productive, and so I'll try to change that. Though this weekend, this last week and a half or two, I've done some things that are sort of not the most important goals, but just to make myself feel good. So I took care of some very, if you want to say, petty goals, but they made me feel good.
And you know what? Those are the only goals I want to I want to accomplish. I'm sorry, but that's where I am. Let me share a really quick story, and then I'm going to go to our next caller, Mary Lou. You're going to be next on. But this is a really important story, Eric, and this has something to do with people like you, like me, serious goals. Okay, don't do anything, not productive. Listen, are you kidding me? If I didn't do anything Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, I mean, I was lazy, I was procrastinating, whatever you want to, whatever label. And I'm telling you, it was in every cell of my body. I thought bad of myself. I did. And the universe, and this is how tricky these people are. I say these people, the universe. And the universe, this is how they have this warped sense of humor, warped. It's never about us, Eric. It's all about what they want. They're really jerks. It's really about what they want. And I sat, and I've told this story before, but I sat Friday, Saturday, Sunday not doing anything. And then I would feel bad. I would feel bad about myself. And then the universe came to me and told me, because I hear their voice, and they said, Rebecca, we want you to feel good about sitting down and doing nothing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We want you to feel good about that. Well, how can I feel good about not doing anything? We want you to feel good about it. And guess how long it took me, Eric? Guess how long it took me to feel good about not doing anything?
It took some weekends of practice.
Eric, it took me almost 2 years.
Oh, 2 years? No way.
Yes way. This is and that is why, because it was such an ingrained thought that if I don't do anything, I'm going to feel bad. And it took me almost 2 years. Now I can waste a day away and feel great. I can do absolutely nothing for a day and feel great. And the only reason why is because the universe doesn't say, produce. The universe isn't telling me to produce. Man says to produce, but the universe is not that voice. So I know which voice to listen to. But I wanted to share that with you. Almost 2 years, Eric.
Wow. But yeah, when something is deeply ingrained, you're absolutely right. And the thing I find funny, and I'll try to be quick here, but when you work in a corporate environment, they always want you to do whatever 25% more work than you did last quarter, and if you add that over the course of 10 years, then that means you have to be 1,000% or more productive than you were 10 years ago.
Well, and that's man. So I'm not into man-made. I'm not into man-made. Man-made, no thank you. Universal, yes, thank you. And
in the end, we are part of the universe. This man thing, being part of the earth, is temporary.
That's right. Well, we are the universe. We're the universe in physical form. We are the universe in physical form. So let's represent the universe, and the universe is not impatient, and the universe knows everything flows perfectly, and the universe is in perfect order. There are no mistakes, and the universe is not serious. The universe is light and easy.
I feel lighter already.
Good. Okay. Listen to the show, Eric, and please call in anytime. I love you. You brought so many perfect, so many important points. Thank you so much for contributing today.
Thank you, too. Thank you so much, Rebecca.
What a great caller. Okay, now we're going to Mary Lou. You are live on Reality Spirituality. What's going on, Mary Lou?
Hi, Rebecca. I was curious, do you do psychic readings?
What's going on? Yes, tell me what you need.
Oh, I was just curious if you would look at, whatever's coming up for me and give me a hint on anything I need to work on.
Okay. You know, I get a lot of questions about psychic readings, and let me say this. I do not cannot predict or come up with the future, but what I can do is let you know what's going on with you in this moment.
Okay.
So give me a little bit more information. What are you concerned about? What are you thinking about? What are you focusing on?
Work.
Okay, and what is the question? What are your questions? Okay.
Do you see me making a break with any of the proposals I send out?
Okay. So you want to know whether or not these proposals, whether you're going to get any bites or get any work because of it, correct?
Yeah, correct. Or anything that comes up in spite of the fact that I wasn't expecting.
Now there you go. Now we're talking. What I found is that, and I don't know if you agree. If you agree, that's great, and if you don't agree, that's okay too. Your life, Mary Lou, has it unfolded exactly the way that you've wanted it to unfold?
Not at all.
Thank you. Neither has mine. And let me say this, neither has anyone's. So that's a clue. And that's a clue that I am not in charge. You are not in charge. No one is in, this is my opinion. We could either take it or leave it. We're not in charge of what happens. We're not in charge of what unfolds. Because honestly, if I was in charge, honey, this life would be a lot different. I would have had a lot of different experiences than the ones that I've had. So just acknowledging that I am not in charge and that the universe is in charge is huge. It's huge to really accept and to relax. And I'm going to use this word, and this is a really, really important word, to surrender.
So what about the free will concept?
Perfect question. We have free will to choose our perspective, to choose whether or not we're struggling, to choose whether or not we're enjoying this ride. We have the free will to choose our labels. We have the free will to choose to resist or not resist. We can choose to struggle, or we can choose to flow.
Okay.
What do you think about them apples?
Well, I've been in the flow for a long time. I'm just hoping that the dam busts sometime soon.
Okay, so I can feel your energy, and just the way you said that, is that energy of your arms are all open and accepting whatever happens?
It always has been.
Well, there you go.
All right, then.
Any other questions, Mary Lou?
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Okay, we are going to go to our other caller, who is area code 256. What is your, oops, press the wrong button. What is your first name, and welcome to Reality Spirituality?
My name is Kimberly. And
Hi, Kimberly.
Hi.
What's going on?
Well, I just dialed into your show. What's going on is, I don't know if you've heard of the work of Byron Katie, but I just initially started doing her work.
Yes.
And I find it really freeing.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm just amazed at this point. of really what it's doing to my mind. I think it's helping me better than any energy work that I've done.
You know what's so interesting, Kimberly? One of the what you just said is so true. One of the things that I say on this show is we are all as different as our fingerprints, and that is really the truth, because what works for someone might not work for someone else. But Byron Katie is so I love her because one of the things that we have in common is this thing about the truth. And I am really into what is the truth. And she questions. She encourages to question the truth. Just like our callers earlier, just like Eric and just like Mary Lou calling and talking about, in fact, I think Mary Lou said, I asked her, are you open? Are you open? Do you stay open? And she says yes. She says yes to everything. But I can feel whether that is the truth or whether that's not the truth. Because when you're really open, when you're open to everything, and I'm just expressing, when you're open to everything, you surrender to it all. You're not impatient. You're not concerned about what's going to happen next when you truly surrender. So tell me what your experience is and what is your favorite with this, Byron Katie. What you talked about? What do you really like about? What in other words, how have you changed, Kimberly? That's what I want to know. How have you changed?
I'm changing because what I thought to be the truth that was stressing me out wasn't the truth. For so long, I was holding on to truths that were really false truths.
Yes.
And oh my God, it's like I was actually limiting myself. I was stressed out over stuff that wasn't real, holding myself back. I mean, even from the stuff from the past. Because
let me. Can you share something that you thought was true and it's not true, because that's really important to share with my listeners.
Yeah.
What did you think was the truth?
The thing that really, and I'd always said that my dad has hurt me the most, because my dad left, he wasn't there, and everything is happening, especially with relationships, is because of my dad, and that wasn't the truth. Because I didn't need my dad to survive. I didn't need my dad to be confident. That's not the truth.
What else, honey? What else? Keep it coming. I love it. Keep it coming.
I thought I had to be with someone to be loved. I thought someone had to be there to love me, a specific person, and that's not the truth.
Uh-oh. Honey.
Yes.
You know what? You're speaking my language. Give me one more. Give me one more.
I thought that the profession that I'm in is the one I had to stay in to generate money. That's not the truth.
Woo-wee. You're flying, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You know
like
what?
I found a thing out.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. This is no, of course it's a cliche. Everyone says it, but the truth will set you free.
Oh my God, it will.
So, but the thing is, and we talked about it earlier in the show about this, and this is and let me say, this is what you said. This is what I want to say to you, because you said something earlier that is not true. You ready?
Yeah.
You said I was holding myself back. No, honey, that's not true. It wasn't time. Everything happens in the perfect time. I have to say that this information that you finding Byron Katie, that you finding her and her work, and also finding this radio show, because me and Byron Katie speak the same language. I would say that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago, you would have heard this and no, crazy, what? It wasn't time. You're not holding yourself back from anything. Nobody holds himself back. There are no chakras that are blocked. No block chakras, none of that stuff. This is my opinion. Everything is unfolding and evolving, and the universe is just waiting. It's just waiting for all of us to open the door and discover all of this. Nobody's holding you back. It wasn't time.
Got it.
Yes?
Yes. I agree with that. So
do you have anything that you are, like you're struggling with, maybe a relationship or something else, or something that I can assist you with? Or you got this thing, hon. You got this thing.
I actually wanted to talk about career. I'm actually looking for another type of job. I teach, but at the school I'm at right now, they're trying to make me take another test to teach something that I really don't want to teach, and I'm just I've been trying to grapple with the emotion of how I'm going to tell them that, look, I really don't want to take this test, and if you want to find someone else, find someone else.
Okay.
Test it out. I'm tested out right now.
Right. Well, are you going to tell them like that?
No. I'll find a better way. I was just saying that to you.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So because you're going to have to practice how you're going to deliver that message, because you can deliver that message. You can deliver a message. I love this. This is an everyday issue. I love this. And so let's come up with some ways, because I'm with you. If you're not feeling it, if it's going against whatever is going on inside, I'm down with it, honey. If you're not feeling it, don't do it. If you're not feeling inspired and you feel forced, no. Hell no, let's go the other way. But there's a way to deliver. And there's also a way to deliver it where they're going to be okay with it.
Okay.
So can we think of some ways that we can deliver this message so they would wow, okay, yeah, we understand?
Sure. I can say that I have less than a month to take this test, and if I don't pass the test, I won't get, reimbursed. And my heart is not into taking a test right now, so I don't think it would serve you or your best interest for me to take this test right now if I'm not ready to take the test.
Okay, let me help. Let me throw in some other things too.
Okay.
And there's a lot of. Let me just. Oh, Jesus. There's a lot of. I can't believe the time is just going by, but we're going to stay on the air after.
Okay.
There's a lot of. How do I put this? Academy Award acting that I have to do to keep the peace in my relationships, whether I'm at work, when I see Academy Award, it's coming from a place of being honest, but also asking for sympathy. And I say it like this. This is what I would say, and this is just an example. I know, and I would say it just like this: very, 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 very quiet it all down, almost to a being humble, almost to a, very meek energy. People can't. This is why people can't fight with meek, right? People
right.
really can't fight with somebody that is really bringing it all the way down. you know what? I was thinking, I really understand that you want me to take this test. However, I am going through a lot of emotional stress right now, whatever you want to say, family member, and do I advocate not telling the truth to people to keep peace? Hell yeah. Do I advocate stretching the truth, keeping the peace in a relationship and keeping the peace coworkers? Heck yeah. One of my favorite articles is, my opinion is your opinion. You're a Democrat, I'm a Democrat. You're a Republican, I'm a Republican. Sounds crazy, but so I want to share that with you. I would say, you know what, I appreciate that you want me to take the test. However, certain circumstances, this is just going to be too much. I am, Jesus, undergoing some medical issues, whatever you want to say. I don't know what excuses that you would use. I could use 100 excuses. My mother's sick. I'm sick. I'm, stressed, medical, whatever you want to say. You follow what I'm telling you?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. And you're willing to kind of stretch the truth to keep peace?
Yes.
Yay! Yes. And you're willing to humble yourself to be like, because listen, I know you're one of those strong women, just like me, very, very focused, very outspoken. But honey, we're going to have to just keep it under wraps.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, okay, good, perfect. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Kimberly. Please call into the show again. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Mary Lou. Thank you, audience, for this and call back again, Kimberly. I love it. I love your energy. You too, Eric. Let's start lightening up. Let's start smiling. You've been listening to Reality Spirituality. If you want more information on the programs that I offer, go to RebeccaNorrington.com, RebeccaNorrington, and go to the Private Sessions tab. You want to receive my free monthly newsletter, go to email me at info@RebeccaNorrington.com, and we can put you on the mailing list, or you can actually go to my website and sign up for your free monthly newsletter, which is coming out next week. Follow me on Twitter at RL Norrington, and if you've enjoyed the show, go to Facebook and like Reality Spirituality's Facebook page. And I want you to remember who the hell you are. You are a physical extension of the universe. You're always evolving. You're always changing. You're always growing. Love is patient. And love is kind. Be patient and be kind to yourself. Be your own best friend. Remember, you cannot have a happy ending to an unhappy journey. Let's connect again next week. You've been listening to Reality Spirituality.
Yeah. Oh, it's time to get real. Oh, yeah. It's a new experience. Reality Spirituality. Yeah, keep your ears open for this one. Reality Spirituality. You got a question for RLN? Reality Spirituality. Yeah, it's time to get some answers, baby. Reality Spirituality. Oh, now we get real. Get down. Yeah, you gonna feel good now. Get real good. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Time to get real.